I am as old as the earth. My essence has existed since the beginning of time. Born in darkness, forged by scorching hot flames. I am steel. I am cold, merciless, unforgiving. I have no heart. I have no soul. And you mortals cannot conquer me. Here I stand, making brave men quiver and fall at my feet. I will rip your skin, tear your flesh, spill your blood, scar your very souls. Be afraid. Be very afraid. May God have mercy on their souls. And now, Metal Wrestling presents Revival.
Welcome to the rebirth of Metal Wrestling. Tonight, we will see Lethal Lockdown and an exploding barbed wire death match. Tonight could very well spell the end for several careers here on Metal Wrestling. And folks, I'm telling you now, I'm here and we got something going on in the back. And there you see, they're at the subway station, and there it is. Darby, Allin and Sami Callihan on the buy-in for Revival. They have already started their hardcore title match, and now... Wait a minute. I think Sami Callihan's driving away in that ambulance. And now Darby following him on the skateboard. Shocking developments. They're on their way to the arena. And folks, we're kicking off tonight with the Metalweight Championship.
The opening contest at Revival, scheduled for one fall, is for the Metalweight Championship. Introducing first the challenger, fighting out of Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 255 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
And this matchup was originally scheduled for NLW 100 until Triple H cancelled Metal and cancelled the matchup. Tonight though, it finally happens, over 1 year in the making for McIntyre's shot. And wait a minute! What the hell is that son of a bitch doing here? Oh, look at, it's the EVP of NLW, Triple H, and now Kevin Owens! Oh my god! A pop-up powerbomb on the apron to McIntyre. Well, Triple H has not forgotten what McIntyre did to him on NLW 100, kicking his head off, and now Triple H and Kevin Owens have invaded Revival. But, oh, here comes the Metalweight champion Samoa Joe to stop him from any more interference, and Triple H said he was going to show up and ruin Revival, and he's already done it. I mean, it looks like this matchup may not even happen now. Well, Triple H and his security guard Kevin Owens coming in to ruin this Metalweight title match, and they may have succeeded. And Drew McIntyre, he's waited a whole year for this shot. And now another cruel twist of fate. It could be taken away from him. The referee's saying it might be over. Joe understands, but... Hold on. I've waited long enough for this shot, and I'm not quitting. Oh, McIntyre, he still wants it, but rest up. You can do this later, man. I think the referee's saying, like, you can... Oh my god! We're gonna do this whether you like it or not. Ring that bell. Well, McIntyre wants it, and he's not gonna let anything stand in his way. This matchup is underway. The Metalweight title on the line. The champion, Samoa Joe. The challenger, Drew McIntyre. It was 1 year ago, inside the Elimination Chamber, where it came down to these two men. And McIntyre almost won the title that night, and he almost won the title right there. Went for the Claymore, but got clotheslined, and now a back elbow but blocks the enziguri. Now McIntyre with a tiger suplex, but Joe right back up in the face of McIntyre. And Joe telling Drew to bring it on. Oh, what a shot. And another one to Drew. But a big chop to the chest of Joe, and Joe wants more. And another big chop on both men now in front of me here at our announce table. And we saw the tension that had been brewing for months at this point. It finally exploded on Metal last week. There's a big boot from Joe. It exploded when these two men brawled into the backstage area. And now tonight, all that pent-up aggression, all the words, it ends tonight. One man will be leaving as Metalweight champion, and Samoa Joe diving with a tope suicida. And the referee is as stunned as anyone. Flying over the barrier. And now Samoa Joe, the champion, for now at least, celebrating amongst the fans. Well, look at that. A picture-perfect elbow to the face of Drew McIntyre. Now picks him up and slams him down with a powerbomb. Referee makes the count, but a transition into the Boston Crab. And working over that back that was targeted by Kevin Owens earlier in that vicious assault, and now the STF. And I'm being told that Triple H and Kevin Owens have been escorted out of the building. Of course, later tonight we've got that big lethal lockdown match between the Undisputed Era, Triple H's team, and of course Stone Cold's team of Metal Wrestling. But right now we kick things off with the richest prize in the business. That's right, I said it. And McIntyre chopping the hell out of Samoa Joe. Oh, what a headbutt. Jesus Christ, right on the noggin. Oh, look at that. Drawing blood and the skulls literally cracking together from the force of that headbutt. Look at the claymore, but misses. And now Drew caught up in the top rope. Samoa Joe holding on to the legs now. Joe, oh, but McIntyre wills himself up for the German suplex. And you know what? Both men at the moment losing a lot of blood. Drew McIntyre going for the future shock DDT. But Joe from behind, a German suplex, landing him right on his shoulder. And McIntyre, he's in a lot of pain. That powerbomb, he can shrug it off all he wants, but well, he shrugged off that. Oh, wait a minute! He went for the chop, but this time Joe had it scouted. Joe with a coquina clutch, the same move that he used to choke out Drew the first time in the chamber, and well, now Samoa Joe thrown to the outside, but Drew McIntyre with the tope con hilo. 260 pounds flying at you, and Samoa Joe was not prepared. McIntyre on fire here tonight. A much greater intensity than what we saw in the Elimination Chamber, where he was so close to winning the Metalweight title. Samoa Joe now a sitting duck for Drew, but runs to the top rope with a head-on suplex off the top rope. And folks, those six-sided rings, they're a lot harder to fall on than your traditional four-sides. And now, reminiscent of the Elimination Chamber. Oh, wait a minute though! Reverses the pin, but Joe right back into the clutch. And look at this, trying to rip that head off of his shoulders. Oh, but Drew McIntyre with a foot on the rope, and he is not letting go of the hold. Oh, he's back up, muscle buster coming. No, Drew reverses. It's a future shock. But Joe kicks out. And Drew McIntyre knows it may be one shot away. Just one more boot to win the championship. He's been craving for over a year and he misses. Misses the Claymore. And now the cookie in the clutch. Locked in. But a jawbreaker. And there it is. Claymore. Oh no. 2 and 7/8 and Joe gets a shoulder up. This crowd is on fire. McIntyre, one last shot will do it. No, muscle buster. Catching the boot and now the cookie in the clutch. And McIntyre, he's fading. He's fading in the centre. And he taps out. Samoa Joe.
Here's your winner and still middleweight champion, Samoa Joe.
Samoa Joe offers the hand of respect to Drew McIntyre. McIntyre, my God, that is a star-making performance if I've ever seen one. But Samoa Joe, he didn't want the match to happen now. He was more than willing to wait, but Drew McIntyre could not wait, and on several occasions he almost won this matchup, including here, the Claymore. However, one Claymore caught into the muscle buster, and then finally this Coquina clutch, and Drew McIntyre this time he does tap out. But what a performance. My hat goes off to McIntyre as Samoa Joe retains the championship. Oh, look out for... It's Roman Reigns! Roman Reigns who speared Samoa Joe this past week. He wants a piece of Joe right now. Oh! What the hell? It's the Usos! The Usos attacking Joe! And a Roman Reigns! Spearing the champion for a second time. The Bloodline has arrived at Revival. And Roman Reigns picks up that championship and perhaps signifies that is why he is here on Metal Wrestling. We've wondered for weeks what his intentions were, and now it looks like the Bloodline wants all of the gold.
Hangman Adam Page, welcome to Revival, but I've got to ask, why are you here tonight? You're not scheduled to wrestle.
Well, I was supposed to face Bryan Danielson last week, and that got cancelled. Excuse me. I'm probably not supposed to tell you this, but after the Undisputed Era attacked him, Stone Cold wanted me to be here as a backup, just in case something were to happen to someone on his team.
Well, why do you think he picked you as someone he would like to have on his team then?
Well, you'd have to ask him, honestly. I don't know if I'm the right choice, man. I mean, I showed up a bit worse for, you know what I mean? Sorry, I'm rambling.
No, you're not. You are not the right choice. Tell me this, Page. Did the Undisputed Era really attack Danielson, huh? And how did the Undisputed Era get in? Better yet, how did Triple H and Kevin Owens get in tonight? I mean, I think you're the mole he's been talking about. You can't stand to look at yourself in the mirror these days, so you're taking an easy paycheck. I think you're full of shit, Hangman. You always were, and so is Roman Reigns. And if I find him, you know what? Maybe you should shut the hell up, huh? Cody, you want to be the big hero for the people out there, yeah? The middle fans, huh? Find Roman right now and kick his ass. You know what? I am the hero that these people need. And I'm telling you now, I'm doing it for them, not for you, because I'm not taking advice from a drunk. Sober up, Hangman. You could be Austin's last hope if things go south tonight. I mean, Hangman, it's obvious he's got his issues going on at the moment. We've seen that, and... Oh, wait, whoa, look who's back. Sami Callihan has arrived. And so has Darby Allin. And once again, the feed cuts out. Well, this Hardcore Championship match is ongoing. It's been going since the buy-in when they were in the subway cart and then driving the ambulance to the arena. And you just have to wonder where they're going to turn up next, really. And what? Oh my God! Look up in the rafters. Sami Callihan pushed over the edge. Wait a minute! What the hell? Oh my God! Darby! Oh my God!
Champ! Here's your winner and the new Hardcore Champion, Darby Allin.
How do I explain this? Look at the height that Darby fell to take out Sami Callihan. At least 40 feet from the balcony. Well, if anyone deserves to be Hardcore Champion after that, it's Darby Allin. Absolutely insane scenes. Darby Allin, the new Hardcore Champion. I know we haven't exactly seen eye to eye in the past couple of years, but we go back a long, long time. And you know, no matter what happens in each of our careers, I will always love and respect you. Mox, please don't go into this match tonight. Alright, I'm not speaking as Seth Rollins, I'm not speaking as the Messiah or the Intercontinental Champion, I'm speaking as your friend. Please, don't do this. I don't want to see anyone get killed in that ring tonight. Think about your career, think about your family. Seth, you don't have to worry about me. I'm not going to be the one getting blown to smithereens. And there you see the ring surrounded with barbed wire, because we are about to have perhaps the most brutal, the most devastating matchup we have ever seen. It is an exploding barbed wire death match. Jon Moxley versus Edge, and this whole feud escalated back at the first dance. Now, I may be violent, I may be gritty, but I'm also an artist. Edge, tonight, the combat zone is my canvas, and I'm gonna paint it with your blood. And Moxley starts the first dance off.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots, and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her, there ain't no coming back.
And Edge has to tap out. Oh my God, but from behind, Edge with that chair shot right to Moxley's skull. And what is he doing now? Oh my God, it's barbed wire. For God's sake, the barbed wire, and now look at this. Oh my God! Through the barbed wire! And Jon Moxley made me tap out. He tapped out a shell of a man. But that Edge is dead. I am the benchmark of sadism and violence. I will pulverize Jon Moxley. And there is the Death Rider himself! And oh my God! The competition is standing tall. What the hell's gonna happen when Metal Wrestling presents Revival? 3, 2, 1. Boom. Lights out for the Death Rider.
The following is an exploding barbed wire death match. The ring is rigged with explosives. Pinfall and submission are the only ways to win. In 10 minutes' time, this entire ring will explode. Making his way to the ring first, fighting out of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 241 pounds, the rated R superstar. This is Edge.
Edge last year looked to Jon Moxley to help him rejuvenate his career, and he did just that. However, their mutual working relationship, once Edge had had enough of it and realised that he'd squeezed the juice dry out of whatever was left of this working relationship, Edge decided, you know what, I'm going to try and betray you and essentially stab you in the back for all that you've done for me. And that is why this has escalated to the point it's at now. And, well, Jon Moxley, he wants revenge and he wants it in a big way. Here comes the Death Rider.
And his opponent, fighting out of Cincinnati, Ohio, weighing in at 241 pounds, Death Rider, Jon Moxley.
The pursuit of the Metalweight Championship was enough to drive these two men insane. And when they clashed earlier this year in January at the First Dance, well, you saw what happened. Moxley put through barbed wire, and now it's come to this, an exploding barbed wire death match between Jon Moxley and Edge. The ring's rigged with explosives. After 10 minutes, around 10 minutes, oh my god! And already the bat thrown at the corner, and the rope's exploding. I know he's got a hold of that bat. Oh, wait a minute though. Now Moxley pushed forward, and a neck breaker from Edge. Got a hold of that bat. I don't like the looks of this with Moxley. Oh wait, gonna try and rake that barbed wire off the face of Mox, but Moxley blocking it. And Snapmere's him forward. And now Moxley in pursuit. But let's move. Oh, and there you see the explosives. The explosives on the ring ropes, firing in the face of Jon Moxley. And now that barbed wire steel chair right off the spine. And you can already see the lacerations on the arms of Mox. And all that blood of Moxley's going onto the shirt of Edge. And oh, look at this already. Moxley bleeding profusely. And that barbed wire chair set up now. And dropped right on the steel. And the barbed wire, and you can see that Moxley in a lot of pain here. Wrenching on those legs. Moxley in trouble. The Educator. And now look at this. Moxley using the barbed wire to rake at the leg and cause a break. But oh, Edge reverses him and a hip toss into that barbed wire. And Edge wants to put it away already. Remember, there's a timer on the ring explosives. They could blow at any moment. But Edge went for the spear, but got pyro in his face instead. And Moxley drop kick at Edge. The explosions go off yet again. Oh, now Edge busted open. Bleeding profusely here. And a head and arm suplex into the barbed wire board. And picks him up again. And a German suplex to Edge. We knew it wasn't going to last long, but I don't know if Edge thought that it was going to turn like this so early, and right there in the face, Moxley, it's almost like the sight of his own blood has fired him up. Well, Edge in a world of pain here, and now again. This is what Edge did to Jon Moxley months ago. Now Edge getting a taste of his own medicine. The barbed wire choking him out, but a low blow from Edge out of desperation. Look at this, Moxley's wrapped that barbed wire around his arm. And a barbed wire lariat. Right in the face of Edge. And now Moxley, what on earth is going through his mind? He's got that barbed wire 2x4. Was that a lighter? Oh my god. The damn thing's on fire! And Edge, look at this! He's wondering what the hell he's got himself in for! But kicks it free. And now holds him by the head, but that 2x4 is still on fire! And oh my god, the
DDT. The execution right on that flaming barbed wire. And you know what? Everything around ringside is really explosive, including that. And you just hope that Moxley doesn't fall into it. But, oh, hang on a minute. He may not need to fall. Look out for Edge Spear! Oh my God! Spear over the top rope through the barbed wire and explosions set off from the impact. Now look at the barbed wire poking in the skin of Moxley here. The explosion. And now the barbed wire charred up, just like the body of Mox. Edge setting up Jon Moxley. Goes to the spear, but into a paradigm shift. A paradigm shift out of nowhere. Can he get the cover? Yes, he does. Could this be it? No! Jesus Christ! Well, Edge kicking that rope to explode in the face of Moxley, and now the baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. But Moxley, the jawbreaker, and now, oh, paradigm shift maybe. No! Oh, again! Moxley pushed into the explosions. And now with that barbed wire wrapped around his fist, Edge going to town on the already bloodied Jon Moxley, who collapses to his knees. And Edge wants to put the final nail in the coffin. He is snapped. He has gone off the deep end here. And now one final spear, but Moxley, wow, with a pile driver. Stopping Edge in his tracks. It all started. These two are actually partners. They helped each other. And now greed has gotten in the way of that. And Moxley wants to make Edge pay. With the paradigm shift! Through the explosives! Will somebody stop the damn match? And remember, folks, there's still a timer going on. This ring is set to blow at any moment. And both these men know it, and perhaps now they're getting a bit more desperate as they know that that explosion could be imminent. And that barbed wire board, it's got, I think it's got explosives attached to it. And wait a minute. What the hell? Oh my God. I think that, yeah, that's the alarm. Oh, wait a minute though. A spear from Edge. But Moxley bats his way free. That alarm means that the explosion is coming. The ring's about to explode. And Edge, oh, smashed in the corner. And a paradigm shift on the exploding barbed wire. Moxley in for the cover, and Moxley's won it.
Here is your winner, Jon Moxley.
Jon Moxley wins this matchup with the timer. T-minus, what is it? 60 seconds. This ring's about to explode in 1 minute. And Jon Moxley needs to get the hell out of there. But what's going through his mind? I think, oh my God, Moxley is going to stay there with Edge. Oh my God, he's going to go down with the ship. He's going to go down. He's ready to blow himself up if it means hurting Edge. But wait a minute, Seth Rollins? What the hell is Seth Rollins doing out here? Wait a minute, 10 seconds. Seth Rollins saving Jon Moxley, and why? Oh my God! we recover from the explosion in the last match, we move on to our main event. 6 sides of steel, a lethal lockdown match. NLW's Undisputed Era versus Metal Wrestling. And let's show you now how this crazy matchup came to be.
Lethal Lockdown, never thought I'd have the opportunity to call one, but here we are. I've competed in my share of Lethal Lockdown matches. It's basically survival of the fittest, you know, 6-sided steel cage, team members alternately every minute or so coming in, and once everyone's in, the roof lowers and then there is no escape. Weapons literally descending along with the roof. First pinfall or submission wins it for their team. Undisputed Era. I know them all far too well. I've been fighting them for 2 years straight. Hell, Adam Cole, I'll give him credit. He beat me 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring. He fought, we'd spill blood in that street fight. Him, Fish, Strong, O'Reilly. I'm fixing to spill buckets and buckets of their blood in that cage.
Metal have stood their ground on multiple occasions. They've managed to infiltrate NLW over the past few months, even using a freaking tank for God's sake.
Undisputed Era have also come to our turf before, you know, they've attacked Austin, they've attacked John Cena, and then we saw what they did to Metal's newest signing, Bryan Danielson, this past week. They are unpredictable, I'll give them that. It'll be those 4 undisputed bastards versus my team. The man you tried to recruit and turned you down, Finn Balor. The man who walked out of NLW and right into Metal, CM Punk. And the man whose career you tried to end, John Cena. And of course, good old Stone Cold Steve Austin. Your asses belong to Stone Cold Steve Austin.
We are going to end Metal Wrestling, baby.
I will beat you from one side of that cage to the other.
And that is undisputed.
That's the bottom line, cause Stone Cold said so.
The following contest is the Undisputed Era versus Metal Wrestling Lethal Lockdown match. The match begins with 2 men from opposing teams inside the cage, after which team members alternate entering the match after an elapsed period of time. This will continue until all 8 men have entered the match, at which point the roof will lower, sealing off the cage. Only once everyone has entered the cage will pinfalls and submissions be eligible to win. First pin or submission wins it for your team.
And here comes the sheriff of Metal Wrestling, the president of Metal Wrestling, Stone Cold Steve Austin, who is walking to the ring with a purpose. This is Austin's first match since the match where he was fired from NLW. And well, what goes around comes around, and tonight Stone Cold stands up for this company that we all love so much against the team that's been sent here by NLW's EVP Triple H to destroy Metal Wrestling, that being the Undisputed Era. Well, we know Stone Cold is going to start this matchup. He wouldn't have it any other way, but it looks as if Roderick Strong going to start it off for the Undisputed Era. Roderick Strong actually made his NLW debut by attacking Stone Cold Steve Austin, laying him out with the end of Heartache at the end of 2020. And now it all comes full circle. Roderick Strong gonna start this lethal lockdown match against the man that the Undisputed Era has targeted and maimed over the past year. It was voted Rivalry of the Year in the Slammies, and now it comes to a head in Lethal Lockdown. This matchup underway, Roderick Strong and Stone Cold Steve Austin, but Austin comes off the ropes. Remember, only once all 8 men have entered will pins and submissions be eligible to win. And then of course you've got the added factor of the roof coming down once all 8 men have entered. We don't know who's going to have the man advantage though. That was decided earlier today with a coin toss. The winner of the coin toss will get the advantage and will have their man come out next, but Roderick Strong with a boot to Austin. And Austin sent right into the cage. Now on the shoulders for the gutbuster right onto the knees. And
Roderick Strong knows how to use those knees. He is very effective with his various backbreakers. And now going to destroy Stone Cold with the angle slam into the cage. Every minute or so, a new member from each team will enter the cage alternating, and Roderick Strong, look at this, going for the end of heartache here, but Austin trying to fly it out and reverses into a suplex, and you see the timer in the bottom corner of your screen. That means we're about to have another competitor enter. And it looks as if the Undisputed Era are going to get the man advantage. Here comes Kyle O'Reilly. And O'Reilly right after Stone Cold Steve Austin. Kyle O'Reilly going to work on the Metal President, and there's a knee right to the guts, and now sweeps out the leg. And we've seen what the Undisputed Era are capable of. They have infiltrated Metal Wrestling for every event they've had. Now again coming off the ropes. Backbreaker, Uranagi on the knee. And a knee right on the face. On the bridge of the nose of Stone Cold. And of course, we don't even need to mention what happened. The Undisputed Era attacking Bryan Danielson. At least that's what it looks like. When we cut backstage this past week. And now Stone Cold lawn darted into the cage wall. And mercifully for Stone Cold, we're going to get another member of Team Metal coming out in 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? It's only the best in the world. Here comes CM Punk. And CM Punk, like a house of fire, going to work on the Undisputed Era. And Punk with the knee. And the Bulldog to Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, and now on the shoulders, CM Punk. Look at the GTS. Roderick Strong gets out of it. Pushing Punk into the cage, but caged! Right, look at that! What athleticism from CM Punk. Holding onto the cage and delivering a moonsault. Of course, you know that CM Punk has to have Conor McGregor on his mind. Punk and McGregor set to face off at WrestleMania, but tonight he's fighting for metal. And what the hell's he doing on the top of the cage? Oh my god! The elbow drop from the top of the cage. Absolutely unbelievable. We'll take a look at this again. Right from the top, right into the heart of Roderick Strong. Man, I'm telling you now. CM Punk, but maybe took too much out of him. Roderick Strong maybe down, but Kyle O'Reilly driving the knee into the spine, and now Fez press from Austin. But another member of the Undisputed Era about to make their way to the ring. And it's going to be the infamous Bobby Fish. And Fish goes right after Stone Cold. Throwing him over the top rope, and now crushes him into the cage. And now once again, the Undisputed Era have the 3-on-2 man advantage. And CM Punk being raked across the cage, and a Falcon Arrow from the top rope to Stone Cold. And we saw Triple H and Kevin Owens earlier tonight try and ruin this event. And they've been escorted out of the building, but you know they're watching. And they must be grinning from ear to ear at what the Undisputed Era are doing to the competition. And this goes to show you how much this NLW Metal Wrestling rivalry has escalated. And you see Stone Cold Steve Austin bleeding now and being crushed in the corner. End of heartache to CM Punk. And now total elimination. CM Punk wiped out by Red Dragon. And now the Undisputed Era in control, but in 5 seconds the sides are going to be evened up. But who's it going to be? It's the Prince,
the number one contender for the NLW Championship. Finn Balor with a tope. Another drop kick to Bobby Fish and to Kyle O'Reilly. Finn Balor on fire again, driving the boots to Strong in the cage, and O'Reilly backdropped over the top into the cage wall. Finn Balor, the man who won the Royal Rumble, the man who the Undisputed Era tried to recruit, but Balor turned him down. And Finn Balor with a paroxysm. That 1916, as he calls it, and Roderick Strong trying to climb the cage to escape. I don't blame him. Finn Balor, he's got his sights set on Jeff Hardy at WrestleMania for the NLW Championship, but tonight wants to get a measure of revenge against the Undisputed Era. And look at this. Red Dragon holding on to Balor, not a suplex, surely. Oh my God, Tower of Doom. Tower of Doom, everybody, from the top of the cage. I mean, there's bodies strewn everywhere, exactly what we expected heading into Lethal Lockdown. Look at this again. Roderick Strong definitely got the worst of it, falling from the top of the cage. And now 10 seconds to go. We know who the final man in the Undisputed Era is. Stone Cold Steve Austin's biggest rival to date. It's Adam Cole, baby. And as much as I hate this man for what he's tried to do, for what he stands for, trying to end this company that I love, damn it, he's good. And right now, Cole and Austin continuing their legendary rivalry. Austin decking Cole, but a super kick to Steve Austin. Whoa, looking for the stunner. But pushed free into the cage. And now Adam Cole. Panama Sunrise. The same move he used to beat Stone Cold at True Grit. And oh, wait a minute. CM Punk in now. Punk with the Anaconda Vice. But remember, only until 8 men have entered will submissions be eligible, but still wearing him down until Barbie Fish breaks it up. And look at this. Kyle O'Reilly driven into the cage, and now Finn Balor climbing. Balor hanging from the cage. And the coup de grace. Driving the boots into the sternum of Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, but watch out for Cole. Running behind with the last shot. The last shot to Finn Balor, and it could be the last shot for Metal Wrestling. However, Metal have one more man to go. And then the matchup will really get underway. Here comes John Cena. And Cena running to the ring. And now all men have entered. And that means the roof is going to lower. Weapons are going to come into play. And look at Cena with a punch. And there you see the cage roof. They've been sealed in. And the FU to Adam Cole. Adam Cole tried to break John Cena's neck 2 years ago at WrestleMania. And Cena finally trying to get his revenge. Oh my God! Holy hell, spearing an entire cage panel off his hinges. John Cena went at Adam Cole with such force that he broke the cage. Look at this. Spearing him, and that cage wall completely coming off. And now the weapons into play. You see Bobby Fish go after the kendo stick. And Adam Cole wants no part of John Cena. Adam Cole running away. And now the weapons in the ring. Team Metal going to town on the Undisputed Era. And now Cena knows that Cole has nowhere to run a clothesline on top of that cage. And you're in a precarious position up there, and look at CM Punk. He's got the thumbtacks now. What do you think Punk is planning? Maybe a message to... Conor, what the hell? The hell is he doing here? It's Conor McGregor! And CM Punk goes right after him. And now they're brawling again. They will face off at WrestleMania, but the hell is going on? Conor McGregor jumping the barricade, and meanwhile Finn Balor taken out with a chair shot and a suplex on top of the cage. Punk and McGregor fighting out of the building, and oh wait a minute, what the hell? Look at this. Barbie Fishers handcuffed Finn Balor to the cage, and oh my god, not a pile driver on the tacks. No! Oh my god! Alabama slam. Roderick Strong turned into a human pincushion on those tacks. And now the STF. The STFU applied on the top of the cage. If Cole taps out, Team Metal wins it. But Kyle O'Reilly getting to the top of the cage and breaking it up in the nick of time. But oh my god. Oh, Cena being... He's trying to push him off. Trying to push him off the top of the cage, but thankfully moves away. No, good God! Good God Almighty, they killed him! He is broken in half! Kyle O'Reilly eviscerated by John Cena. Look at this again in slow-mo. 20 feet through the air, right in front of me. An official's going to check over Kyle O'Reilly. Jesus Christ, but Finn Balor, he's been taken out of the matchup. CM Punk's been taken out of the matchup. But John Cena wants to take out Adam Cole for good. Oh, look at that. That 2x4 with the nails in. Driven in the face of Cena. And Adam Cole with a Panama Sunrise off the ladder through the table. Adam Cole may have broken the neck of John Cena for a second time. And Balor's helpless. He's been handcuffed and oh, the stunner! In for the cover now. But Roderick Strong breaks it up. 2.5. But now there's only one man left in the ring for Metal. Stone Cold. He's in a 3-on-1 situation against the Undisputed Era. He's a sitting duck. Hell, who the hell's back there? Can somebody come out here and help Austin for God's sake? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute! Is that who I think it is? Yes, it is! It's the American Dragon! Metal's newest signing, Bryan Danielson! The Undisputed Era laid out Bryan last week, and now he's here! Oh, what the... You son of a bitch! You son of a bitch, Danielson! What the hell is this? God damn it!
Here are your winners, the Undisputed Era.
You piece of shit! What is going on? This is disgusting. Why? Why, Danielson? It makes me sick to my stomach to say, but the Undisputed Era have won this. God damn it. Why? Kyle O'Reilly taken out. So was John Cena with his Panama Sunrise. And then it should have been over here.
with the stunner, but then... Oh, we thought he'd come to the rescue. And he strikes Steve Austin in the face with a steel chair. What the hell is this? And the Undisputed Era celebrating. And you know Triple H is watching right now. Hey Hunter, if you're watching, screw you. Yeah, they won. Metal Wrestling has lost. Bryan Danielson, go to hell.